The hardest decisions to make usually are not between what is good and bad. Usually the most difficult decisions are between what is good, better, and best. It's so important to be able to clearly hear the voice of God when facing important decisions. Jesus regularly disconnected from the world to hear the voice of God. This awakening season is all about disconnecting from the world so that we can hear the voice of God. All sorts of things will try to crowd God out of our life. Jesus faced pressure from the crowd, and he had to choose between doing good and doing God's will. The crowds constantly tugged on Jesus to heal them or to do another miracle. What might have happened if Jesus had listened to the voice of the crowds? He would have settled for a very good cause, healing, but missed his primary purpose to preach the kingdom of God to the lost. Jesus knew that with so much need everywhere, he had to hear the voice of his Father, or he would have mistakenly chosen what's good instead of what's God. That's exactly what will happen in our lives if we're not tuned in to God and hearing his voice over the voice of the crowd. The voice of the crowd cannot answer the question, why are you here? When you hear the voice of God, you can begin to understand his purpose for you and what you are all about. It is then that you can prioritize your life around that purpose. This is a freeing place to be in, and it uncomplicates your life. Once you begin to realize God's purpose for your life, you start to understand something foundational about yourself. You're not here on earth simply to exist, but guess what? You were sent. Your whole life will change when you understand that you were sent here by God. God had a dream, and he wrapped you around it. I don't know your specific assignment in regards to your career, your relationships, or any other matter. I do know that we are all called to be witnesses for Jesus. And I want to challenge you to look at the normal activities of your everyday life and see them as opportunities to be a witness for Jesus. During your fast, look for ways to serve and encourage others at work or at home, in your neighborhood, or even at your church. Find a way to connect. Connect to God through fasting and connect to others. Let's see the world transformed one life at a time. Thank you for joining in today, and God bless you.